Hey, how's it going, Tube Tech students? It's your boy, Diddles.
I don't have a reason to make this video.
If you're here for a reaction, sorry to let you down. If you're here for gameplay, you know what time they come out. They come out 2:30 every Monday and Friday, like, what do you want? And if you're here for a review, who the fuck do you think you are? I know for a fact that no one who comes to my channel likes my reviews. Who the fuck do you think you are? Coming in here, telling me that you're a fan of my reviews. Nigga, no you're not. No you're not. Stop lying to yourself. You're only here for muckies. And you better remember that. I'm being 100% serious. I really don't have a reason to record this video. Actually, I don't have a reason to record it a second time. All cards on the table. I tried recording this once in OBS, but the OBS was like, hey, you're that diddly-doo guy, right? Yes, I sure am. Well, I heard that you're a nigger. And it just decided to lag the entire time. And then by the time I finished the video, it was saying, oh yeah, we're stopping the recording. I'm like, oh, well, how much of the video have you processed? About 2 minutes of it.
Understandable.
However, everything with OBS aside, I just wanted to talk to you guys. And yes, I know I could have done a stream, but I don't really want to do a stream. I should be working on the Sonic Battle review because there's a small portion that I'm working the hardest on, but I was like, I miss being on camera. I really do. It's funny because when I first started YouTube, that's what I did. I didn't have a plan in mind. All I knew is that, I can do YouTube.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up, Closet. I am tired of you making noise behind me. God damn it.
What I would do is I was like, okay, I have a laptop, I have QuickTime Player, which is what I'm recording on now. Thank you, OBS. But I was like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but I'm gonna talk. And that's how I got my start on YouTube. Those videos don't even exist anymore. But I remember specifically there was one video where, and I was still in my young phases, so it explains why I started off like this. I remember we were down in Florida, and my family had just left. So I was like, oh boy, I get to record a video, and it's gonna be one of the funny ones because I get to do the funny haha cursing sounds. And I to this day, I will never forget how that video started. It started with me walking in the frame going like, diddly do YouTube, my parents aren't home, so you know what that means, right? Fuckity fuck! And the best part about that was that I didn't care if my viewers thought it was funny, which I didn't have any. I got 6 views at a time. I still don't know where those views come from. If you're new to YouTube, who is out there going on, oh, let me see which videos are new on the site? Maybe it's someone at YouTube. Back in the day I would believe that, but I don't believe that now considering everything is a robot. And I guess, I mean, I guess bots do count as views. Going off of Digi's sub count. Ah, yes, Natural Light. Leave this place, please. Leave this place, Natural Light. I just did it because I thought it was fun. It made me laugh. It made Tiago laugh. So I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do whatever makes me laugh. And that's how I got my start on YouTube. I was just a kid who was like, it's funny to cuss. And the worst part is that I don't even remember what that video was about. I think it was just an update of my life. I was down in Florida. I went to go visit Full Sail to see the school of my dreams. And I just wanted to report on that. And that's what I miss YouTube being. Just people getting out and just doing what they want to do. Nowadays, you gotta do this or that, or else you don't get money, or they won't advertise your stuff. And I already said in a community post, if this channel ever gets demonetized, I'm pitching How to Tube to Netflix. But it wasn't a job. It was literally just for fun. I didn't have to worry about making money on the site. All I had to worry about was doing things that I liked, like that terrible Papyrus Stronger Than You cover. That just came about from me sitting in school talking to friends yeah, you've heard the Sans one. What if there was a Papyrus one? And then I went home and I didn't write the lyrics at home. I wrote the lyrics in school, and I was just oh yeah, I'll change this line and this line because I only changed a couple lines here and there, and then I went home okay, what would Papyrus sound like?
Human, I had so much faith in you. But after seeing the things that you have done to my people, I believe my brother Sans was right.
And then it just went on, and then I was like, oh, this is so cool. And it had like 200 views for like 2 months, and I was like, yeah, I did it. I did something for fun. And then it just blew up. I mean, like, out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my god, I can do this for a living. I can just do what I want to do for fun, and this could be a living. As you can see where I am now, that is wrong. YouTube is at a point where it's like, yeah, you can do what you want to do for fun, but if it's not up to our standards,
your life is forfeit.
I didn't make this video to talk about YouTube's changing system, constantly changing system. But hey, I just wanted to talk. If that's where the video goes, that's just where it goes. But I'm not here to discourage anyone from starting YouTube. I understand young kids are going to get on the site. There's literally no way to literally stop kids from free access of the internet. Well, actually, there is one way. It's called parents
doing their fucking job.
For instance, when I was growing up, I wasn't supposed to watch South Park. Whenever my mom came in the house and caught me watching South Park, she beat the fuck out of me. And then I stopped watching South Park until I was old enough to do it without her beating the fuck out of me. That's just how it works. But like, I guess it's harder to do with YouTube because like, you could always have another tab open, like, oh no, I wasn't on YouTube, I was on XNXX. I probably opened a can of worms because most of my, well, probably not most of my subscribers because I've seen the analytics, but most of the people who comment on my videos are probably younger than 13. So they're gonna hear me talk about XNXX and then they're gonna be like, okay, let's check out XNXX. It must be a really cool site that's gonna make me cool at school. Oh man, that's the thing about YouTube. I tend not to put stuff out unless it makes me laugh, which is kind of a paradox because you're like, well, the monkey show makes you laugh. How come you don't put those out when they come out? I don't know. I guess it's because I came on YouTube not to be a YouTuber, but to be an animator. And not even really an animator. I love storyboards. I love doing that because in between stuff really is not my forte. But like, I wanted to be an animator, so I guess it was just disheartening being like, oh yeah, well, I came on here to do one thing, work on a show that'll be loosely tied to the show that I want to pitch to Cartoon Network one day. And then people only going like, when are you going to react to more Pillow? But it's fine. That's just the way the internet works. And I've basically come to terms with that. It's sort of like how I was with the Papyrus video. At first I was like, yeah, no, let me go on and do other stuff on the site. But then people would only be going for my Papyrus video and they'd be like, when are you going to do another Undertale cover? And stuff like that. So it's really fine. You really just get used to it. But I don't think I'll ever get used to YouTube as a whole, considering how often it changes. So that's cool. And also, don't worry. This isn't a video where I'm like, oh, I'm leaving YouTube forever. Why do I keep defaulting to Daddles? I think it's because I'm supposed to be making a Diddly Doodles for Memorial Day. And my brain is like, don't forget Daddles. But like, I have other voices. Why ain't I using my other voices? It's not a video with me leaving YouTube. I'm not going to do that unless something really bad happens. Like, unless I get abducted, murdered, or I don't know, someone eats the last of my Cinnamon Toast Crunch and that it makes me kill myself. I'm literally just rambling. That's all this video is. It's just me rambling. And I expect like 10,000 likes on this video. That's something. I've never found a reason to say like this video, even though I should, because that's how my stuff gets in the algorithm. It has to get likes and dislikes. So whoever is like that guy who's like, whoever is out there, subscribe to me just so they can know when, just so you can know when I upload, so you can leave a dislike. Just a word of advice, don't do that because that pushes my video out more. It doesn't matter if it's likes or dislikes. Whenever you interact with the video, it pushes my content out there more. And if you don't like me, that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is unsubscribe and then just not watch my videos, because even if it's just one person, considering how small my channel is, you not viewing and not liking and not disliking or commenting or whatever is gonna stop it from being pushed out. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't subscribe to someone to dislike it, say, yeah, this is gonna show them. if you really want to cause like a difference, just don't watch them. Don't watch them. Don't interact with them. That's what you need to do. And I know it probably sounds weird, me giving advice to people who want to bring my channel down, but just take it as a subtle cry for help. I do not want to do this anymore. But yeah, I don't really have much more I want to talk about. Doing 12 minutes on QuickTime Player has taken up a minute of gigabyte on my laptop, which is why I like to do with OBS, because like 12 minutes is like a couple megabytes. But QuickTime is just like, oh god, you were just eating up my space. And I need to keep that for this animation for the Sonic Battle review. Sonic Battle is a masterpiece, coming out soon. Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, because that's how I want to interact with you guys. If it's not on Discord, I want to interact with you guys on Twitter, because I want to do like you laugh, you loses, where with your guys like actual submissions, because meme compilations aren't funny. I'm not even gonna say anymore. They just aren't funny, because like you can't get good memes and compilations. All of those are usually old. Instagram. That's the real diddly do. That's just my life. That's just me posting my personal stuff. No memes, no jokes, no gaffles, no it's literally just me. So if you want to follow those two, make sure you do, because that's the best way to interact with me. Is there anything else I want to ramble about? Not really. Subscribe to the Dream Team and everyone in it except me. Alright, I'm done. Bye guys. Bye. Oh shit, the Patreon. Yeah, Patreon, I don't know. Times are hard. If you don't have the money to donate to the Patreon, then don't do it. But just take care of yourself. Wash your hands, wear a mask, do what you gotta do. Alright, bye.
I found